Hard times come and go. They may linger a little longer than we'd like, but just as seasons change, we can hold on to the hope that better days are ahead. Today, I'd like to take some time to reflect on how we manage hard times in the home and on the homestead, as I take you through a little day in the life of homemaking on the homestead. I'm giving our screened-in porch a little late summer love and preparing a meal from the garden for my family. Hopefully you can find some inspiration in our resourcefulness for your everyday life. Here in the mountains of Appalachia, we're experiencing a dry spell, and it's affecting everything from our cattle, hay, and even our gardens. We have been hauling water to our gardens, and my dad has been hauling water to tend to our cattle for weeks now. Many of our neighbors have started feeding hay, something we rarely do this time of year. Typically, dry spells hit us in mid to late August, not in June and July. As we continue to face these challenging times, I want to shift our focus to another very important aspect of our lives: homemaking on the homestead. Just as farming requires resourcefulness and resilience, so does maintaining a home, especially during hard times. I'm cutting up a few cucumbers for the cucumber and onion salad we'll be having this evening. I like to make it ahead of time and let it marinate, if you will, in the fridge until it's time to eat. I make a simple dressing of homemade mayonnaise with apple cider vinegar, sugar, and salt. We like our dressing a little on the sweeter side, but you can adjust that to your liking. When times are tough, our role as homemakers becomes even more significant. It is within our walls that we can create an atmosphere of love, grace, and security. Our homes can be a sanctuary where everyone who enters can feel valued and cherished. Next, I'm whipping up a family favorite, zucchini bread. I like to use parchment paper to line the bread pan, and this folding hack has been helpful to get those creases just right. We are in the peak harvest of zucchini and squash, and this is really the only way that I can get my girls to eat zucchini, by hiding it in a sweet yet mostly nutritious treat. It's really fast to throw together once you have the zucchini grated. I like to grate a bunch of it all at once and freeze it for later. I'll leave the recipe in the description box below. Even in difficult times, we have the opportunity to fill our homes with beauty and warmth. This might look like making a meal you know is a family favorite, allowing for that extra time so little hands can help you in the kitchen, or tidying up a well-used space for extra family time. These small acts of love and intention can transform the ordinary into something extraordinary, offering comfort and a sense of normalcy. I love having this day bed on our porch. We did have regular porch furniture, but the screened-in porch needed something a little more cozy. My girls and I love to sit here and read or nap, so tidying this space up will make us want to do a lot more of that. And all of the pollen and dust has settled on every surface out here, so a good dusting was in order. I also want to bring in some fresh greenery from our bridal bush. My cut flower beds have not done well in this dry spell either, so I'm happy to have something fresh and green for the table, and just really enjoying the space once everything has been tidied up a bit. I know my family will appreciate the extra time I took today to bring some order to our favorite summer space in our farmhouse. I'm also making some meatloaf with the ground beef we raise and process on our farm. If you have never had ground beef from a local farmer, I encourage you to look around your area for local meat. There is no comparison to ground beef you buy from a chain grocery store and locally raised and processed ground beef. Anyway, this is another simple and quick recipe that I can quickly thaw if I have forgotten to take the meat out beforehand. And most everything else is a pantry staple here, and I would guess in your home as well. I'll leave the recipe down below too. Fresh herbs are plentiful this time of year, and I'm really enjoying all the rich flavor they bring to our meals. We're also having fried zucchini and onions. My husband Colby and I will be the only ones eating this. I have tried and tried to get our girls on board with this one because of all of the zucchini we have, but so far they have turned it down. Creating routines also brings a sense of stability and peace. The rhythm of life, morning routines, sitting down together for a meal, and bedtime rituals provide a comforting structure for our family. These routines become anchors in the midst of uncertainty. I always fill my skillet full because they really cook down to less than half by the time they're ready to eat. I'm making a simple glaze for the meatloaf with some ketchup and some brown sugar. And of course, little hands to help me mix it together. I just spread this on the meatloaf when it has about 20 minutes or so left to bake. And what's a summer meal without corn on the cob? There is joy to be found in simplicity, and this is especially true when times are tough. Think about the nourishment that comes from a simple home-cooked meal. Today, for me, that looks like a cucumber salad fresh from the garden. a nutritious meatloaf with beef raised and processed on our family farm, and using up all that zucchini we're currently harvesting. In times of uncertainty and stress, our presence and attentiveness to our loved ones can make all the difference. Taking time to listen, to offer a kind word, or to share a quiet moment together strengthens the bonds of family and creates an environment of trust and support. This might look like going for a family walk after dinner, having a heartfelt conversation with your spouse, or simply sitting together in companionable silence. These moments of connection are the heartbeats of a home life, offering comfort and a feeling of connection. Even in the midst of hard times, there are moments of joy and reasons for gratefulness. We can cultivate a heart of thankfulness and seek out the beauty in everyday life. Taking time to appreciate the simple pleasures, a beautiful sunset, the laughter of your kids, the first ripe tomato of summer, can uplift our spirits and remind us of God's goodness. In times like these, I find great comfort in the words of Philippians 4:12-13. I know what it is to be in need, and I know what it is to have plenty. I have learned the secret to being content in any and every situation, whether well-fed or hungry, whether living in plenty or in want. I can do all this through Him who gives me strength. These verses remind us that no matter the circumstances, we can find contentment and strength through our faith. On the homestead the next day, we are taking time to enjoy the beautiful views. My sister also has 2 litters of puppies. The blue heelers are a little older than the other litter, and they have the sweetest personalities. My girl's latest infatuation is with the newly tamed donkeys. My oldest has been asking for her own horse for over a year, but for now, these 2 pretty girls will have to do. Homemaking on the homestead during hard times is about creating a sanctuary of love, simplicity, presence, faith, and joy. We can find strength and purpose in our role as homemakers, nurturing our families and cultivating a home that is a true haven. May your homes be filled with peace, love, and faith, providing comfort and strength in every season of life. If you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing. Until next time, friend.